Good morning, good Friday morning. Blessings. It's Friday morning. My first shift is up. My first shift is up. Where's my third at? Where's my third shifters at? Yes, can't forget them. Wake up. Shout out to people. Shout out the third shift people still up getting it in while everybody else is sleeping. You guys rock out there, third shifters. It is Friday morning. We is in here in the top of the morning, you guys. Um, hey, we in the third month. We is in the third month of 2026. Whoa, what a like a blessing to be here in 2026. This is a big blessing to be here in 2026. Yes, yes. We finna get in it this morning, okay? I thank y'all for tuning in. I thank y'all for rocking with me over here. I thank y'all when y'all check out these videos over here. Yes. Stay tuned. We finna get into a Friday morning thankful message this 2026. I don't know about you, but I am very, very thankful, right? I am very, very blessed and glad to be serving each and every morning this 2026 year. Yes, yes. So stay tuned with me, you guys. I got my orange juice, my Tropicana, 100% orange juice this morning. No coffee, no coffee. Okay. I am taking a little break from the coffee, slowing it down just a little bit. this thing life. I didn't know, I didn't know that it was a choice. I didn't know we had choices, okay? Excuse me, you guys. It took me a very long time to realize in this life that we had choices. Yes. I was just like you guys, right? I was just like some of people out there that thought uh, these was the things that was uh, that was made for us to do, that was given for us to do. I didn't really realize that we had a choice. That word choice is a very big thing. Some people learn it later than others. Uh, and I'm one of them. I'm one of the people that learned choices um, a little later in life. Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, I did know, certain things was made by um, your choice. Okay, I did know that. Okay, uh, and I guess I was, um, young and wet behind the ears and young and dumb and really took, I guess, the wrong choices in life. I didn't really realize how strong uh, your willpower could be. I didn't really realize that. It took me a long, long time to realize that the stronger you build your mindset, the stronger you build uh, strong beliefs in yourself, that you would make wise decisions. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that till later on in life. Yes, yes. Choices. That's a very, very big uh, thing that we should practice speaking on, especially with the young kids out here today. It's choices. You could choose to do it or you could choose not to do it. It's choices. And I'm not going to lie, the older and older I get, the more that I am appreciating uh, the Lord Jesus Christ and Him keeping me safe and out of harm's way of the wrong choices that your boy made throughout the years, okay? Ah, you are tuned in to the RC Community TV show, and today is Friday. We is 90 days in 2026. We is 90 days in 2026. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to RC Community TV on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel for me, please. This channel here, this is a different channel, you guys. This channel is built on perseverance, right? This channel is built on uh, perseverance, right? This channel is built on, 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 uh, perseverance, coming back, coming back from life as the underdog. Okay. And I'm not quite saying I'm the underdog, but I am going to say that I had to fight my way to this peace that I am in now. Okay. Sometimes in life you have to put up a fight for what you believe in. You have to put up a fight for righteousness. You have to put up a fight um, for your beliefs. You have to put up a fight to just be in peace in today's society. Because this world out here, this world out here will have you believing. There go my train. There go my train out there. This world will have you believe that you are doing okay in your life just because you uh, may have certain things that makes you think that you are further along in life just because you have things that maybe certain people don't have, or you may have connections that other people don't have. This world make you believe that you are in a good place with your heart, with your mind, with yourself. This world will make you believe that by substituting it with things that really don't mean anything. Okay, substance, right? This world will make you believe that. But I'm here to tell you, you guys, I'm here to tell you, if you keep fighting for what you believe in, if you keep fighting for the truth of yourself, if you keep fighting for peace and mind within yourself, not to just say, I want peace, I want peace, I want peace, but never understanding what kind of peace is you looking for. This world will make you believe that you are really okay in the inside of yourself. See, I wanted to be okay in the inside of myself, not on the outside. It's cool to be okay on the outside, but we have to lay down at night by yourself. So I wanted to be okay in peace with myself. I wanted to do that. The only way to do that is you have to take a real good look at your surroundings. You have to take a real good look the people that's in your circle. You have to take a real deep look inside of yourself. And that's what I have done. Um, and the people that I am now around, the people that's now in my circle is is very is very refreshing, but it's very telling to see the positivity that I have now in the circle that's around me. So to be inspired each and every day, it takes a level of good energy around you. You can't, it's hard to get inspired by bad energy. Okay. It's hard to be inspired by bad company. It's hard to be inspired by the world and the things that they put out here for people in the world. It's hard to get inspired by these things. And when you do become inspired by these things, uh, sometimes they not the right fit for you. Okay. Well, let's just say I'm speaking about me. Okay. I am really I am really just a happy soul these time and days because life has really opened up for me only because I challenge life. I challenge life to show me peace, to bring me happiness, to bring me joy. I challenge life. I wanted that. Okay. I got sick and tired of just pretending to be happy or pretending to be joyful in this world. I really wanted to wake up each and every day being joyful, right? I not only wanted to wake up like this, I wanted to go out. When I wake up like this, I wanted to hit the door and go out spreading that type of love and energy, right, to people. And that's kind of hard to do if you're not in that type of atmosphere, if you're not in that type of space in your life. That's kind of hard to do. You know, you can only put on a front for so long. You know, people ask you questions or people may get up under your skin and boom, there you go. It shows, right? Or you make a comment or you make a saying and it shows, right? I have learned even in the bad, uh, even when people bring you bad conversations or bad news or bad comments. Because let me rephrase that, I stay away from bad conversations or wrong conversations, right? But let's just say comments, okay? Even when a person bring you bad comments, um, I have learned now to actually put a smile on my face and still stay positive. Now, hey, I'm still a work in progress, right? But I am way better than what I used to be. And for that, I owe a lot. First, I owe a lot to myself, right? Because it took for me to get out of my own way to even be able uh, to appreciate the value of peace and the value of my understanding now. So I have to first thank myself for even making a choice, okay? For even making that choice, right? Secondly, the Lord Jesus Christ, man, for holding my hand and helping me through this journey and for standing with me in difficult times to help me overcome things and to become a bigger, better, wiser, stronger person that you see right here today. Okay? Yes, yes. I come with a lot of of things, of challenging times, of challenging things in my life, right? I come with a lot, but I have made a real effort and I have made a real stance on becoming a better person. So that's why I reach out and I talk to people because if this can happen to me, this can happen to anybody. It's like when I started this, and I started getting people in my circle that thought like this as well. It seemed like all things was forgiven for the people that I might have had a little, uh, you know, people that I might have had a little, anger towards. Uh, Once you start doing personal development on yourself, all of those things go away. My heart really has changed for certain people that I had a lot of. I had a lot of bad um, thoughts about in my heart. It has changed now. I don't look at the same things that I looked at before. I don't look at those things like that. And I believe everybody need to practice that. Everybody need to practice letting go of certain things that may have caused you hurt or harm in the past. We have to let those things go because whether or not we do good in life, if we still hold on to past hurt or past trauma, that still hinders you from being in a real good space with yourself. Life is about being in good company with yourself each and every day, waking up good like that each and every day, going out there spreading the love and the message each and every day. That's what life is about. And the more we practice stuff like this, the more it gets better, the more you get better inside of your heart and soul. Uh, I can say this, you guys, because this is something that happened to me. Okay. I'm telling you stuff from example. So, so that's why it's real. That's why this is real, real deep. That's why this hit a little bit deep for me because I am really telling you something that I have lived through and grown through. So we're finna take a little pause for 1 second. Okay. Sometimes God doesn't calm the storm because the storm was never the problem. Sometimes He lets it rage so He can calm you. That situation wasn't meant to break you, it was meant to build you. See, everybody wants peace, everybody wants clarity, but nobody wants the pain that produces it. But growth don't happen in comfort. Strength don't show up in silence. The storm revealed who you were, but it also revealed who you're not. And that's the gift. The storm stripped the lies. It exposed the weaknesses. It tore away everything fake so God can show you what's real. So don't pray it away too soon. Let it do its work. Let it shape you. Because storms don't destroy purpose, they reveal it. And on the other side of this, you won't just survive. You'll stand different, walk different, believe different. Because when you've been through real pain, you speak with real power. That's why He let it hit you. It was never about the storm, it was about what it woke up inside you.
Sometimes God doesn't calm the storm because the storm was never the problem. Sometimes he lets it rage.
Now that was supposed to. I had it on the replay. That's my bad, you guys. Look, I love, 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 love that intro. Um, Even though I still got to work on it. Okay. hey, hey, charge all of that to my heart. Okay. Your boy working with a lot over here. And it's only 24 hours in a day. And it's only me. Okay. It's only me. You got to realize I work, right? And then I do work off my job. See, I work and then I work off the job, you know. So uh, I got a lot going on and I'm hands on. I do all of this by myself. A lot of this is stuff that I picked up along the way of trying, of trying, of trying to not correct, but just trying to learn new things. See, when you start when you start changing with inside your heart and your soul, you will try to learn new ways and new things. That's the only way that you can really become better with inside yourself when you start doing stuff that you thought you couldn't do. You see what I'm saying? When you start doing things that people may have thought you couldn't do, when you start doing things like that, that brings another level of confidence to you. That brings another reassurance that you are growing in a positive way because you're doing something that you're uncomfortable doing and you're doing something that you thought that you couldn't do. See, this personal development thing, it really hits in a lot of different areas, okay? Because it would get you out your comfort zone and it would get you around people that's out your comfort zone and you will start doing things that you thought you couldn't do. I have to always speak about this personal development because this has been big for a person like me. I told you guys, I was, first of all, when I started this journey 8 years ago, I said to myself, like, my story is no bigger or lesser than anybody else's. Okay. I'm just an ordinary person, right? But what I found out doing this journey of my studies, I found out the only difference is, excuse me, the only difference is in people's stories is how you feel about your story, how you take that story on in your life, what you do with that story. That's the only thing that's different with me, right? My story of life is no different than nobody else's. It's just what I made from my story. It's just what I got out of my story. It's what I took to heart from the story that was, the story of my life. It's what I took out of it. That's the only difference that set people apart. You it's what you can take from the lesson that you have learned, right? So that's the only difference. And for me, like I say, I started this journey 8 years ago, but I've only to maybe for like 2 years. Okay. Uh, 1 year, it took a bunch of practice. And as you can tell, I'm still practicing, right? But I done got a lot better, though. I have got a lot better, and I'm a lot more confidence. I got a lot more confidence in what I'm doing because I kind of know a little bit what I'm doing now better than what I did when I first started. Okay. You know, us older people over 50, where the 50 clubs at, right? We don't know too much about these computers like that, not unless this is a job thing and it demands you to be on the computer. But other than that, we're not gonna we're not gonna be too much computer, illiterate, right? So for me, this was a big challenge. And this is a very big deal for me to even be doing something like this. You know what I'm saying? This is a very big deal for me to be doing something like this. Now, once again, I'm gonna say I was always, in my younger days, I was always into uh, music, the musicets, right? I was always into the music. I was always into things that uh, things that had to do with putting a smile on your face, like musically inclined or videos. I was always into stuff like that. Like I say, my kids is my boys is like 28 years old, and I still have videos and pictures of them. So you got to realize that's 28 years ago. So that tells you I always been into videos and I always been into pictures, and even before then, I've always been into stuff like that. So this here is something that I've always liked. Okay, so as you can tell, I love this right now, right? This is new technology. Hey, I really, really love this. It just takes a lot to get used to, uh, but I'm gonna stay with it. I'm only 2 years in this, okay, and this is I see growth, right? I just ask you guys to challenge yourself to things that may be uncomfortable to you because that's how you get joy out of life. Life sometimes keep us so serious, right? I know about being serious. Hey, I've been a serious dude for a long time, right? But life keep us so serious, so we have to challenge ourselves, especially in these time of days, because these is some really hard, challenging days, and we really, really have to put our mind and focus towards things that can help us deal with the challenges that we facing in 2026. And now I believe uh, the energy can focus a lot more better positive, especially for the older people. Uh, I really, 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 really hate good people, older good people, into uh, into the challenges of being older and making. Uh, I want to say this right, okay? Uh, I feel there's no other way to say it but to say it, okay? There's no other way to say it but to say it. So I'm just gonna say it. For the older people that fall victim to the messy garbage, uh, bad stuff that's out here, as as you are an older person, I really feel saddened by that. Cause it's one thing that my mama, God rest her soul, always said. You didn't came too far. You are too old to fall victim to the nonsense and the foolery that you know is not good. And I see a lot of people, especially women. I see a lot of people, though, men as well, but I see a lot of people as they get older, they don't get better, they don't get wiser, they follow along with the nonsense. Now, you might have made it throughout your years with being good and doing good. Why would you wait till you get 50 and fall victim or fall prey to the nonsense of the world? That's what I really feel sorry for, because I look up to certain people. Like I say, I get inspired by people, right? That's why I go out here speaking to the young people as well, right? So you see the shirt? That's basically what I do. Okay. I follow, I get inspired by people. I just hate to see older people fall victim to the young nonsense that's out here, when actually the young people is actually looking for us older people to really be the wiser people out here. So I see a lot of that, and I don't know what that is about, but that right there touches my heart. And especially like certain people that I might look up to or that I might be inspired by, as they may have a lot of things good going on the outside, but then when you look at certain things that be happening in the inside, you can tell because it shows. You can tell because it shows throughout what they do in life. And that's the sad part to it. My mama always said, you done came too far. You was way too old, and you done came too far to let bad things trap you up now. I challenge the older people out there. I challenge people out there. If you're going through a difficult time, you know, in the 50 club, if you're going through a difficult time, you done got everything in life. God has blessed you in so many ways. And now you find it challenging to stay positive. I challenge you out there. I challenge you out there, because it's very sad to see older people fall victim to the nonsense of the world when you've been doing so good throughout your life. We supposed to get better with inside self the older we get. That's what I see out here. That's sort of a, I want to say, that's sort of makes things not so good for the young people that's watching. When I talk to these young kids, that's all they talk about. That's all they talk about is they don't have the right guidance in their life. They don't have the right wisdom in their life. They don't have uh, the right parents, the right uncles that they can go to and really be a positive, wise influence in their life. That's what the young people tells me. And I have to share that with the 50 and older people that I know, or the people that watches me, or the people that check out these clips. I have to share that because these kids really need grown people to really speak to them in a wise place. They need wisdom. They need love. If we don't show it, Cause see, people that's over 50 now, for some reason, some people feel as though love is not important because they look on the outside, but in the inside, that's where the love is at. That's why I focus on the inside. So if we can't give it to the young people, how we expect the young people to have it? That's what I hear from these young kids. That's very upsetting to hear. So I do my best. As y'all see, everything that I speak about on here, it be about love. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. And um, I would have to say now, I might not have been, I have to always keep saying this, I might not have been the spokesperson for this topic, right, in my past. Okay. But I've always had love in my heart. And now that I am personal educated on personal self, now that I am in a good positive space in my life, now that I have good positive people in my life, it's real easy for me to spread love and joy uh, to the people out here in the world, for those who cares. Okay. So that's my challenge to the 50 and older club. Okay, where y'all at? That's my challenge to you guys, man. Find peace in your heart. Find peace and love in your soul and your heart so you can give it back to these young kids so they can love and learn to love and learn to accept love. Because when I talk to boys and girls out here, that's exactly what they be talking about. That's all I wanted to bring this morning. I wanted to bring on this Friday morning love and joy. I wanted to say this weekend, the time goes up or back, one of the two, right? Not quite sure, right? But I'm going to be back on here for that as well. I believe it's Sunday, right? I believe it goes up Sunday. But we getting close to the springtime, summertime. The weather is breaking. That's going to be great. I told y'all 2026 is going to be a very good year. 2025 was a good year. 2026 is going to be an excellent year. For those who want it to be more than a great year for you, I challenge you to do some personal development inside your heart. I challenge you to challenge your heart and challenge yourself to see things in a more clearer sense, like your mother and them, like your grandmama and them used to do back in the day, so we can give it to these kids out here. They barely in need for some real wisdom, for some real love, because everybody is falling out of love. And with no love, you have nothing. Okay. With no trust, with no understanding with yourself, we have nothing. So that's what I have to say this Friday morning. Let's challenge each other to get back on the right track of love and being honest and real to yourself in the heart. Okay. Let's do that this 2026. You guys, I'm out of here. I got to get to work on my first shift. I just wanted to pop in for a second. I haven't been on here for a while. You guys know I love this, right? And I love you guys. Y'all guys be sticking in with me. I thank you so much for that. And I will be back on here. I know I say that every week, this life thing, right? I got a lot of things I'm doing, right? And like I say, it's just me, and I do it all myself, right? Okay, you guys, I'm finna get up out of here. And I started drinking my orange juice on the daily now. Very good. 100% orange juice. Okay. So to the next time, you guys, I put my face on this place, y'all already know what I say, what I believe, right? I did the work 8 years. You guys can do the work. To the next time I put my face on this place, peace, love, joy, okay? And definitely positivity. Peace.